Hello class, so for today's video, I will be reading Indian Boarding School, The Runaways from the readings by Louise Erdrich. Home's the place we heed for in our sleep, boxcars stumbling north in dreams. Don't wait for us. We catch them on the run. The rails, old lacerations that we love, shoot parallel across the face and break just under Turtle Mountains. Riding scars, you can't get lost. Home is the place they cross. The lame guard strikes a match and makes the dark less tolerant. We watch through cracks in boards as the lands start rolling till it hurts to be here. Cold and regulation close. So I chose this because, first off, the title struck me. Just like Indian boarding schools, because right now in history class I'm learning more about the indigenous people, so that just kind of struck me, and as I read it I'm like, wow, it's just relating to what I could see. I chose to begin where I did because I like looking at it through the beginning, because the beginning sets the stage for the rest of the poem. More specifically, getting into it, writing scars, you can't get lost. I think that resonates because some things, like some memories, anything, we can't get it out of our head. So that's what I took from that. So how do words, diction, and the literature reflect the voice or shape the character in the poem? So just looking at it, we see we catch them on the run, we love, and just like, it's more of we. Home's the place we head for in our sleep. So it's not talking about I, but it's talking about collectively of natives' experiences, the indigenous experiences. We have experienced this. We have done this. So it sets it up for that, as well as just writing scars can't get lost. Home is the place they cross. We catch them on the run. The old lacerations that we love. So it's just showing that this common struggle that they kind of face. For my second poem, it is Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night by Dylan Thomas. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of light. The wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words have forked no lightning. They do not gentle into that good night. Good men the last wave by crying, how bright. Their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage, rage against the dying of light. Wild men who caught and sang sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved in on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Gave men your death who seen with blind sight. Blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. So again, I chose the beginning of this because I do love a good hook. So do not go gentle into that good night. It's already telling me that they don't want that person to die. I also chose this because it hooked me. This poem hooked me. That good hook. What stood out to me that was just kind of repeated was rage, rage against the dying of the light. Meaning mad, mad because they're dying. Because they're no longer going to be here. So they're angry. So the words in the poem reflected because it's just saddening, rage, dying, light, frail, dance. It's dim. It's not up high. The morale's not high. It's low because they're talking about death. So the elements of literature that improved my understanding that the professor said was like the setting of it, because without looking at the setting, okay, what's happening, you can't really fully understand what they're saying. So the setting is very important in these two pieces. Another important thing is just the literary terms that I got from the Concise Oxford Dictionary of Literary Terms. Just analyzing that, the tone. So looking at the tone of everything. Okay, what is the author? What are they trying to set? What are they giving us? So the tone for my last poem was death. It's like sadness. That's what they're trying to convey. So really understanding that tone really was important. So yeah. In the other on the other poem I read about the indigenous, the tone was like the longing for home for the indigenous children. It's just the connection from history, just from learning about it from my history class, and just looking at that, the tone, it's just very, both of these poems, the tone's not very like, oh, upbeat or anything. It's more of like a And just reflecting on everything, reading out loud gives you a different experience because you could really depict what you are reading and just really imagine that you're there.